Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. This is not Fresh Catch Friday, and Cass is off today, but what I have to tell you about is a kind of an exciting giveaway, and this is through Warner Records. This is a Miles Davis Rubberband, which was released almost 2 weeks ago, and this album was recorded in, let's see, it took place from like October 85 to January 86. And this was recorded after Miles left Columbia, after being with them for like 30 years, and switched over to Warner Brothers. And they had like a different guy that was like head of jazz, and he was very willing to let Miles experiment. And this album, you know, was for a variety of reasons, this has never been released until now, but they've had like the basic tracks. Miles plays keyboard and trumpet on this album, and it also features original artwork that he painted during that time. This album was him wanting to experiment with different things and different styles. For example, he wanted to include jazz, funk, rock, calypso, Italian, and soul. And so it was like a real different kind of thing for him. He also was writing tracks that he wanted to feature guest vocalists, and he had Chaka Khan and Al Jarreau in mind for that. But you know, after recording this, the album got shelved for various reasons, and Miles went on to record Tutu, which was also an extremely successful album for him. And this just never came to fruition. But there was, let me see, there was this guy whose name is, let me see here, Randy Hall, who was like a neighborhood friend of Miles' nephew, and his father was, you know, also I think a drummer, a musician, a session musician. But he kind of took up the tapes, and the song, for example, that's called I Love What We Make Together, that was written with Al Jarreau in mind for doing vocals, and he wanted to do it, but sadly he passed away, so he wasn't able to. But they have like interesting tracks that have vocalists on this. Ladisi is on one, Medina Johnson, and Lala Hathaway, who's Donny Hathaway's daughter. It's all really interesting. So yes, Miles does, you know, play trumpet and keyboards on this, and he wanted just to have something fresh. He never liked things to feel stagnant and be stale, so he was always looking. Even Prince had actually at the time, you know, got wind of this and written a track that, you know, he wanted to, you know, give them, but they didn't use it. But even so, like I said, everybody was on it for this. It's a very exciting album. It's really good. Just brings kind of a different, fresh thing to typical, you know, jazz. It really infuses it with this other stuff. It's really, really a great listen. And so Miles never wanted to rest on his laurels, even though he had recorded the still reigning best-selling jazz album in history, which was Kind of Blue. He wanted to do other things, you know, he never just wanted to sit around. So I hope you will enter this contest, because you get the full album, and actually there's great liner notes on the back that are just so interesting of how this came about, and it's a really interesting read. There's also going to be a special 7-inch included with this, and a rubber band bracelet that says Rubber Band and Miles Davis. And you also will win a t-shirt that has that beautiful artwork. Again, original Miles Davis painting from that time period, and on the back is the track listing. So this prize package will go to somebody. All you have to do to win this is be sure you're following us on our YouTube channel, which is Siren Records Monterey, and our Instagram account, which is also Siren Records Monterey. And just so we know that you're entering, if you could just put down your favorite Miles Davis record or your favorite Miles Davis song, whatever. It's not a quiz or anything. We just kind of would like to know that. Anyway, we're going to draw for this on not this Friday, but Friday the 27th. Cass will be back, and we'll draw for our winner. And this is definitely worth it. It's a great giveaway. And so I hope you participate, and we'll see you we'll see you this Friday back with Cass. And thanks to everybody. We'll see you then.